What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about another one from Wild Eye releasing, and it is Thorn. So, in this movie, there's a killer. Obviously, this is kind of like an indie slasher movie. So, the killer's gimmick in this is that he only appears on February 29th, which means that he only comes around, every leap year. He tends to prey on high school students, and during his last rampage, I guess he didn't do that great of a job because a bunch of them survived. So over those 4 years, now it's coming back up on his return, and of course his intention is to finish what he started and take out these survivors, and obviously add a bunch more onto his body count. But at the same time, the students are, or some of the students are trying to get together and kind of formulate a plan on how can we not only survive again, but how can we take out Thorn and make sure that this ends like once and for all. That's the basic premise here. This ends up being just kind of a watchable slasher. It's nothing fantastic, but it's also really not that bad either. The story is fine. It's just kind of there to, hang the, stalking on, which is fine. Slashers don't always need a deep narrative, and this one certainly gets by without one. There's not much blood, unfortunately. Some of the kills are okay, and there's a little bit of blood. There's some CGI gun blood that's absolutely terrible, but the rest of it actually looks pretty decent. I like the Thorn character. I thought he was kind of cool looking, kind of shrouded in mystery, and unfortunately they do reveal a little bit of that mystery, and it doesn't go so well. But up until that point, I thought he was a really interesting character. Some of the victims are okay. There's some like mean girl talk and tough guy talk, and they're not super interesting characters, but at least there's some attempt to make them kind of colorful and somewhat entertaining. So there's a little bit of humor, there's a little bit of horror, there's a little bit of blood. It just kind of falls like right in the middle to me. I think it's better than a lot of the other indie slashers out there, but there's really nothing about it that makes it like super stand out as, super dynamic or memorable. The performances are fine. The production values are in the end, I guess that's all I basically would say is just it's a watchable movie. Like if you're a huge fan of indie slashers or just horror movies and you need something to watch, Thorn is one you could put in, and I don't think very many people would regret watching it, but it's not one that's going to, probably shoot up to the top of everybody's favorites list or anything like that. The DVD is from Wild Eye. It's got a making of documentary and a bunch of trailers. It looks fine. It's a lower budget movie, and that's definitely reflected in the visuals, but it looks fine. I didn't have any real issues with it whatsoever. In the end, like I said, it's just kind of a right middle of the road indie slasher, watchable, enjoyable if you like the genre, but it's not going to bowl you over. If you want to read a full write-up of Thorn, you can do that at my website, markfusion.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon to get exclusive content. You can see as of this video, I think there's just posted one of Tommy Wiseau's The Neighbors. That's a Patreon exclusive, so you can check that out if you're interested. I'm also on Letterboxd, and you can kind of get an idea of what I got coming up by going there. I post the stuff that I've watched there, and you can kind of get an idea of what's going to be showing up on the channel soon. And the best way you can help me out is just hit that sub button. Free, easy, direct way to support me and to help me grow the channel and continue to make content. If there's a movie you want to see reviewed, just let me know in the comments. Or if you want to guarantee that your movie gets reviewed, you can support me on one of the tiers on Patreon. Has a guaranteed one movie a month that I'll review no matter what it is, if you're a patron at that tier. So thank you so much for watching these videos. I do greatly appreciate it. And like I said, if you're a fan of indie slashers or you just want a horror movie to pass the time with, Thorn is pretty solid. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon.